We have with us today one of the greatest leaders this nation and the world has ever had. He's considered the father of the Voting Rights Act. He was part of an effort of young leaders. People forget that Dr. King and Ambassador Young and all of them were in their 20s when they made a difference that impacted the world. You don't have to be old or so seasoned to make a difference. But we're launching again, or relaunching, Real Men Vote. Melanie Campbell, will you join me here? And Dr. C.T. Vivian, who is going to serve as the national chair, or honorary chair for Real Men Vote. Dr. Vivian, if you'll join me here. Reverend Tony Lee is going to be one of the co-chairs, Joshua Gray, and we'll be adding others to the roll because real men must vote. Our women and black women have been doing the job. They have shouldered the responsibility. They're out there across this nation today making a difference, and we cannot sit back as black men and depend on the women to do what we ought to be doing. And so what we're going to do, this is my leader, and I tell folks, and my wife and family knows, if he calls me at midnight, I am getting up out of my bed or whatever I'm doing, I drop and I go, because Dr. Vivian is 93 years young. Every Saturday, he is in a session with his Leadership Institute for young leaders in the Atlanta community. Every Saturday. Only reason why he's out right now is he's here with his 100 family. And if he can do what he does at 93, and I told some folks last night and earlier, we were at Dikembe Mutombo's home for a forum we do every 45 days with black men in Atlanta. It's called Just Brothers. And we were walking up from downstairs in Dikembe's home, and we were making up the stairs. He put us to shame. He ran up the stairs. But he's a leader, and that's a real leading. But it's important that we step up because this November election is going to make a difference. So let's give a hand again to Dr. C.T. Vivian, who has agreed to chair this, and we can't do it without him.
Thank you, my brother. You know, there was a day when a time where that if we had not moved, we would be in deeper problems than we've ever been. We are now in this kind of climate again, and it's up to us to change it before it changes us. Yeah. All right? We have something going when we're talking about Martin and the men that followed him. All right? And each one of the organizations had to come together to make it happen. We have to bring all of the men together and their sidekicks, wives, all right, to make certain that we change and take advantage of the fact that we have a president now that is for changing us. We must change him.
Right, right.
All right, and so you have Real Men Vote. The other is the board